How much are those running for these days?
The Ready to Rumbles with the cups.
There's a fantastic episode of The Age of Persuasion. Sorry, Under the Influence. Same podcast, basically, but they rebranded partway through.
Okay.
It's a CBC radio podcast about advertising and marketing.
It's very
An
good.
apostrophe production.
Very good. It's hosted by Terry O'Reilly. And there's an episode on audio trademarks. And he goes into talking about Bruce Buffer, or Michael Buffer. Michael or Bruce? They're brothers. The Buffer brothers.
The Buffer brothers.
Anyway,
Phoebe.
and talking about how much money he's made off of Let's Get Ready to Rumble.
Wow.
Yeah. It's a bizarre.
Because that was used
amount of
in
money.
lots of boxing as well.
Yeah.
This isn't just a wrestling thing. It's lots of...
10% of every Zeta donation.
Man.
Bruce Buffer, yeah. Anyway, the podcast Under the Influence is very, very good. It's just fascinating, like trivia and talking about it's largely like fun facts about ads and marketing and stuff.
Okay.
It's also just very well produced.
It's one of my favorite light listening podcasts for that reason.
I have a similar one that I can recommend.
Yeah.
Ad Creeps. Yeah. Their website is adcreeps.gay. They do like deep dives into like sort of the weird ads or unusual ads that we might remember from childhood.
Great.
So like they've done like the Mazda Zoom Zoom, they've done the Vanga Bus Dancing Old Man.
Oh, yeah, for the...
Six Flags.
Six Flags,
Six Flags, yeah. Like all kinds of stuff like that.
Have they done the Folgers one yet?
I don't know if they've done Folgers, but it's
With Giles.
it's two non-binary folks from Vancouver doing it, and they are working on an upcoming one about Long Long Man, specifically because I wound up talking to them about it because of Desert Bus.
Wow.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
what a great advertising campaign.
They're extremely funny. Like I did a plug for them on my podcast, in the 10th Fast and Furious, They Will Go to Space. But they're both way funnier than I am.
I'm like, I don't know how you feel about it. I'm like fairly annoyed that they went to space in the 9th Fast and Furious movie.
I mean, technically it's the 10th Fast and Furious movie. I didn't say
You
10th
include Hobbs
mainline.
and Shaw. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Are you really concerned about spoilers
I'm not
for
at all. Not at all.
I like going either way on it. On one hand, I'm like, it is the 10th movie. But on the other hand, I'm like, can't believe you did that to me, Vin.
I had
We
this whole thing
talked
going.
about this.
Did you see his weird post?
Yeah.
Trying to beckon the Rock back?
Yeah, that was... It's extremely weird that was like a public thing. I'm like, what went on behind the scenes before that resulted in this? Because, like... I don't think he just woke up one morning and decided to tweet that. That just that had to go through a team
Surely, yeah.
of people who were like, dude, just call your friend and apologize or whatever. I don't know.
Vehicle identification number diesel, you get back here.
Corvus. Nice. Yeah.
It should have gone through a team. Yeah, maybe that's right. Maybe it should have gone through a team.
Maybe it should have gone through a team. Yeah.
I'll be back in a sec. I need to recharge the Ractogino.
I do feel bad about that because I still have, I want to say like 3 episodes of that podcast in the can ready to be edited.
Yep.
And I recorded them all right before my injury in February and then couldn't sit in a chair for several months. So I didn't really have the energy to edit it. And then by the time I was like able to again, it was after F9. Like,
And then just kind of takes the winds out of your sails.
a little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
Like I'm still going to get back to it and get those episodes out, but I was just like,
I think there is at least 7, maybe only 6, unreleased and unedited podcasts of Ian Beach and I's Most Powerful Men in Canada podcast about technology. And and every passing day it becomes talking about technology that is more and more stale.
Yeah.
And I have no good excuse of some sort of injury that I couldn't do. I just it was a lot of work.
It's one of those projects like
I didn't have
when you work on a project and then you take a break from it, it's so much harder to get that momentum going again. Like I always found that with like big batches of photos that I was editing. Like if I was shooting a concert, the deadline of, hey, they need these the next morning was great because I would just come home, dump the card, like have a shower, come back, edit it all, send it off by like midnight, 1 a.m., and go away. But something really big like a wedding or like a really big photo shoot project where I'm like editing on it for like kind of weeks or months in some cases. As soon as you take a break from it, it's just like, oh, it's impossible to resume now. Oh no. You get in the habit of avoiding it rather than doing it.
Also, like,
So if anybody knows how to fix that, call me.
That's no, I've never had that happen
okay,
to me
cool.
at all. And when I get off shift at midnight, I'm going home to finalize a podcast that I just started.
I've been
It's
meaning
going
to
to be going up tomorrow, maybe?
Tomorrow?
Yeah, tomorrow.
tomorrow?
I got my Greed Watch 2018 people together. Greed Watch 2018, the ongoing, I swear, podcast about Kamen Rider O's. But this one is just we trade around movies that we watch, and this one we watched a Canadian movie from 1985 called The Peanut Butter Solution.
oh,